All right, now what to talk about next? Okay, Harrison Ford, Deckard, Dio, Brando. That so he must be a replicant because he's a flesh bud from Dio Brando. So that's how Blade Runner. You were quicker than he was. How are you gonna dip your milk in? Oh my gosh, dude! How are you gonna dip your cookie in that milk? Okay. All right. Can you close the door?
No.
Markers from when I was coloring.
Oh, I thought it was color pencils that you were coloring with.
I've been really fascinated in coloring with markers lately. I don't know why.
Like a child. Not kidding.
The really talented people that can use markers and coloring pencils to like apply texture are like
Yeah.
just amaze me.
Yeah.
I've experimented a little bit and it's just like I don't understand.
Just artists in general.
Yeah, artists in general are pretty talented.
Pretty cool.
Too bad we don't know anyone.
Yeah.
He invests in drawing pads and hasn't used it in months.
Maybe even years.
Really? It hasn't been that long?
It's been a while. I haven't used it since the last house, really.
You're a failure to
No,
me.
I did. I used it a couple times. I have used it within the last year.
You need to use it more.
I do, but
do.
I do. What accent is that? I do.
Benoit Blanc?
He does.
I was thinking more of a Bobby Hill.
Oh.
I do.
I really like this movie, but it really could have used Benoit Blanc instead of Deckard.
No, Benoit just needs to be his sidekick.
It's just dumb.
Blade Runner.
I felt dumb watching this movie. I need to rewatch it.
You felt dumb watching this movie?
I feel like
You're missing stuff.
I'm missing stuff. I need to rewatch it.
I think I read somewhere that the 2007 had some stuff cut out of it.
2007 or 2017?
Whichever one this one was.
The final cut.
The final cut.
Oh,
yeah.
the final cut? Okay.
I watched the final cut. Did you guys watch the final
Yeah.
cut?
I
Okay.
watched-
That's what he has on Voodoo.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. I'm just
That's
making
what
sure.
Yeah.
See, I know there's
I heard
big
there was
changes.
some like some narration that was cut out.
Yeah,
Like
Harrison Ford did narration because they thought it was too confusing.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the studio thought it was too confusing, so they added narration.
Yeah.
And then in the final cut, it's not there.
Hmm.
And I think the ending is also different. And some gore scenes are also different
Yeah.
in the final cut.
Yeah. I think without spoiling too much, I thought this movie was going to be a little bit different.
Yeah?
Interesting.
In more action, more mystery,
More mystery.
Yeah, same.
I feel like they had the opportunity for a really nice little twisty twist.
Right. It was pretty straightforward
Mm-hmm.
as far as the mystery goes.
Yeah.
It's more of a chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then mostly them coming to him instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoilers for an old movie.
I think they tried to fix some of the mistakes that they didn't put in this movie in the next movie. Because I saw a picture of Harrison Ford in the next movie, and I'm just like, Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have any other thoughts that you want to say before the movie?
I've watched this one other time when we were going to college, community college, and I was very confused watching it the first time.
Not so much this time.
No, still very much this time.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to save that for later.
Okay. Anything from you?
I barely remember anything from the 2049 movie.
Not a good sign.
I mean, it's a confusing series overall, I feel.
Yeah.
I just need to rewatch it to be more fresh about what I mean, I get the gist of the movie is just the philosophy that they talk about. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand that part, but like how it weaves into the character's motivation to hunt the replicants.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say we do our taste that treat first.
Yeah.
Sure.
That way our milk doesn't get cold.
Okay.
We're actually
Cold?
rating the milk.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
get cold.
The delicious milk.
Because John likes all his beverages
Yo,
not cold.
if you just listen to like my entire failure from the ending of last episode all the way up until right now, you'll enjoy it,
It's
Jesse.
pretty funny.
Yeah. All right.
Albert walked in on me saying some funny stuff. So
I'll include it. I'll end it like normal, but I'll overlap it.
So John sitting here.
Yeah.
this is the other type of Oreo that they've recently made.
Yeah.
They have the Sour Patch, and then over there in the kitchen,
Mhm.
I have the churro flavor.
Churro.
hmm I tried the churro one. Pretty good without milk.
Pretty good without milk.
Pretty bad with milk, which is very depressing.
Weird.
Yeah.
I would I don't know what to expect from sour Oreos. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, open it up
My mouth is salivating right
from
now.
the top, though. There's a little pull lever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
In
like,
case
wait.
you didn't know. So are we trying it once with the milk and once without?
Yeah, we can do that. That's interesting. It has like little spindles of
Okay, so 2 cookies each.
2 cookies each. You want me to grab your cookies, or you want
Yeah, I
me? To...
trust you. You washed your hands.
Yeah, I always wash my hands.
Oh, it smells very Sour Patchy.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah.
That makes me worried, but yeah.
Makes you
I'm just
worry.
gonna bite into this.
All right.
Not it for me.
I just can't get over a sour cookie.
Sour every other bite cookie.
I like sour, and I like cookie.
Yeah, it needs to be separate.
'Kay.
It's just
I think Jesse likes both. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
I lost my cookie.
I don't know why you tried to eat it as you were laughing.
Okay, because I didn't think I was gonna keep laughing.
How would you not? Jesse's gonna obviously say something.
He didn't say anything. He just started laughing.
I like it without milk better.
Yeah,
It just crumbles way too fast.
yeah. The milk's a 5 out of 5.
Is it?
I don't like it. Just turns the milk sour. I don't like it.
The milk's good. The cookie's not. I don't like the cookie at all.
I don't do 2% milk. I
Huh?
do whole milk.
Bitch.
I'm lactose intolerant, so
Yeah, please don't fart.
Well, then let's keep this episode quick. Then.
While Jesse, I'm gonna give it a 1 with the milk and a 2 without the milk. I think it's better without the milk, but not by much.
I think just one's for me. And since it's sour, I'm already sweating. So
Sour, not spicy.
I know, but I sweat. I sweat with sour stuff.
that's a superpower, Captain. He's always sweating.
This is the other half of my
I got burned on one
Yo-Yos.
side of my.
my stand.
So you have the ability to jinx people,
Coincidentally, yeah. Somehow.
and also you sweat.
I sweat when I eat sour food.
Yesterday at Jesse's wedding party, Albert tells me, "Don't drop my cupcakes, or don't
Drop your cup.
yeah, don't drop my cupcakes." And then immediately after I said that, I dropped my cupcakes. So
Almost, yeah. Almost lost your cupcakes.
and then when I got home, I almost lost them again.
So with milk, when it's really crumbly, I give it like a 2. But without milk, it's a 4 because I like Oreos and I like sour.
Well,
And
You like Oreos?
Yeah. I just don't eat them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I like and that I really enjoy, but I don't eat.
I just thought you weren't a chocolate person in general.
I'm not, but I like the
The vanilla ones.
vanilla
right?
Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are better than chocolate. But I'm also
disagree.
weird. You disagree? You
I
like
cho-
chocolate?
I love chocolate, so
Yeah.
I like the double chocolate.
Yeah, double chocolate.
I don't.
That
That's too
sounds
much.
way too much chocolate.
I'm in the middle. He likes the double vanilla. He likes the double chocolate.
Yeah.
And
And
I
you
like
like
the original.
The original?
Double stuffed.
And those are good with milk, right? That's milk's cookie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I in general just really like cookies and milk. Like
Yeah.
something about, especially when they're like softer cookies or even Oreos. Like once they're soft with the milk.
Have you applied to be Santa Claus? A lot of cookies and milk right there.
I'm fat and I'm white.
You just need the white beard.
You need a white beard.
That's not happening anytime soon.
The benefits are great. You're just paying cookies and milk. That's all, though.
All right.
Just gonna keep eating these.
While Jesse continues to stuff his face with sour Oreos, I'm going to go ahead and get into the details. This movie is directed by Ridley Scott. The tagline is, "Man has made his match. Now it's his problem." There's a new tagline for the 2007 release, but I didn't like it, so
Okay.
I went with the original. Budget estimated at $28 million. Released June 25th, 1982. Runtime of 1 hour and 57 minutes. Rated R. Box office worldwide of $42 million.
Dang.
We watched it on Vudu. You can get it wherever you get your movies.
Yeah, you can buy this almost anywhere. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, Amazon Prime.
Another thing, again, after we've said it like 3 times, we watched the 2007 version.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
things
Subtitle,
are-
final cut.
Yeah.
How many versions are there of this movie?
Director's cut, final cut.
Those 3?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theatrical release.
Yeah. I read in the trivia, I forgot exactly, there was like a big difference between the theatrical cut and the
Directors or final?
just whatever they released for DVD or VHS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just like home release.
I forgot what it was though.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into our solid 6-word summary of the movie. Go ahead, Albert.
All right, I got timeless film noir in science fiction. And I could see why. Well, first of all, I love the special effects and mostly, I guess, all practical effects. Just all on camera. No computer generated imagery. It's just really creative ideas in filmmaking, in set design, in how they designed the city to be on camera with the fires and the lights and how the cars fly around. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, all that visual effects, it was very good for the time, I think.
And still holds up.
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's really solid.
Mine is fascinating movie ruined by the end. I really enjoy the sound design in this. I thought it was really good. Some of the choices they make throughout the movie with like lighting and the positioning of characters leaves things up for question
That's interesting.
that I feel like could have made for a pretty interesting plot twist, but instead they went with a very basic ending.
Yeah.
Like somewhat ambiguous. I feel it's up to the viewer to decide. But
Yeah. But
I feel
more
too
so in a
easy.
way that is very much this is the end.
Yeah.
Why don't you just put them next to you? You're the only one that's going to eat them.
Yeah, maybe.
You're taking them home.
I don't want them.
Probably, yeah.
They're disgusting.
They're not that bad.
Just the way your mother likes
Disgusting.
it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could have had a a better ending than what it did have.
Based on what we got, like you would have changed it, like, or there's better endings to this movie in other versions.
Based on what we got, there is a potential for better endings, I should say.
I feel that there's better possibilities.
Okay.
Either more interesting or
More mysterious.
I feel more mysterious in a way that I feel most people will feel that he's a replicant himself with the way they deliver this movie in the final cut.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I was under the impression of.
Right. I feel like if we compared it to another movie like Inception where it's an ambiguous ending, that's more interesting to me.
Yeah. My thoughts up, right?
Yeah.
I forgot. I was like, wait, did we just do it?
Your turn.
Mine's kind of lame because I didn't have one and I had to make it up before this podcast. So,
Okay.
Looks like human, acts like robot.
Okay.
Human. Okay, go ahead. Explain.
That's pretty.
Are you talking about Deckard, or are you talking about the replicants, or both?
Yes.
Neither.
I don't know. Honestly, it's just describing.
Yourself?
I mean, I think there's some commentary on humanity and where it's going, or the potential future that we could have had back in the 90s to, what was it, 2019, like where we would have been
Yeah.
with the trajectory of technology.
Okay.
So I think that's good commentary. It maybe we're not that futuristic compared to the movie's technology, but
Right.
that we have changed due to our devices.
Mhm.
So I think over time we're becoming less human and more integrated with technology,
Right.
and that's could be a good thing, could be a bad thing based on what you think a good human is, right?
Yeah.
Not a good human, but like
What humanity is.
Yeah, what humanity is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think it's a good commentary right there. So, it's just saying, like, we look like humans, but we're becoming less human-like and more
Android?
robotic. Yeah, Android. Or Apple. No, I'm kidding.
Or more. I mean, you might be right in the future when we get implants.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Is it going to be an Apple implant?
yeah.
Android implant?
Tesla
Implant? Like, what are you getting?
Yeah.
I am getting none of them.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes in the maybe at some point in the future, you need to have it. Like
No,
that-
not.
Well, you're required to have it. And I'm not saying you're gonna get it, but like it could happen.
Yep. It's not going to happen. Doesn't matter. If it's required, it's not happening.
Well, I'm not saying.
I'm looking at you.
I'm saying the royal you, as in people in general.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel attacked. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, okay. I'll back
Just
off.
kidding. Are you working for Elon Musk? No, I'm kidding.
I can't say.
He's recruiting. Sign up for Neuralink.
I'm incepting.
In the description below, sign up for Neuralink. I'm just kidding.
Bonus code.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Okay. Characters?
Rating?
Oh, rating.
Rating.
I was just thinking about what Jesse's point, and I don't know if I agree with it, but
No.
I see his point, but I think that's not what this movie is trying to talk about.
I don't think so either.
It's not about the changing human experience. I feel it's more of defining what humans are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at that point in time, there's already big changes, so
Right. Replicants themselves aren't introduced in this movie. This is
Yeah.
at the end of a replicant's life.
yeah.
So I feel like maybe what you're saying when you're talking about your cell that SIP, it's I think a different point in time in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like breaking free from those things and like breaking free from technology, because most of these replicants have developed like more of a awareness of who they are,
Yeah.
and they're trying to like they have like a sense of mortality at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and they more like are trying to save themselves than
Yeah.
integrate themselves more with technology.
As far as tech goes, there's no tech in them. It's just that tech made them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I think a closer analogy is how future generations grow up is a better analogy for, at least for now.
Future
Yeah,
grow up.
like how kids right now are growing up versus how
We will be growing up in 150 years with
Right.
like
Mhm.
technology like CRISPR and stuff like that.
possible genetic modifications, whether
Yeah.
it's good or bad
Yeah.
by whoever definition it is.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be more interesting, very interesting in the very near future.
Very interesting, very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
We're going to be born like Kryptonians, like in pods, and just
Yeah.
no natural birth eventually.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird.
It could be possible where it's
Or you may be just hooked up to a machine.
right.
Yeah.
And
We're
one
hooked
day-
up right now.
One day, just be given a choice: the red pill or the blue pill.
Well, there was a lot of red pill symbolism in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this would have been the first red pilling movie compared to the Matrix because that came out way later.
It's probably before that. I don't know. I feel like there's always like a red pill, blue pill
Analogy.
Yeah.
Like truth versus staying in
asleep.
your lane.
Yeah. Yeah. They Live is a good red pill, blue pill movie too.
Yeah, being aware.
Yeah. Yeah. My car senti is the glasses that says stay asleep.
Okay, let's go ahead and rate this movie.
Okay.
out of 10 replicants.
I feel
Even though there's 4.
once I feel like I don't have, because I only watched this for the first time this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got
A
a full
complete grasp.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like it hasn't sunk in yet. But right now I'm giving it a 8. I feel like I'm going to enjoy this more when I rewatch it and have more time to think about it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what different versions of the movie do for me as opposed to the classic or the final cut. I want to see theatrical, I want to see directors, and then rewatch this one. So that my score will change eventually. Want to go, John?
I think for me, I think it's like I'm torn because like I enjoy this movie up until a certain point, and then it just kind of goes downhill.
Yeah, there's potential to be better.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential to be better, and from when I was reading the trivia, there's like a whole sub story that's just kind of missing.
Was this based off a book or something?
It is based off a book, yeah.
Okay.
The book has a really weird title. It's not called Blade Runner. It's called
Is it a French book or something? Or
No, it's called
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah.
yeah.
And in the book, from what it said, is like it tells the story of Deckard and the subplot of Sebastian.
Yeah.
But that's not what I'm talking about. Like what I was talking about in other releases of the movie, there's mentions of him like having an ex-wife that may or not be real.
Yeah.
Adding to like what Albert said of him possibly being a replicant.
Yeah.
There's scenes in this movie that I've noticed, like especially with Rebecca, like whenever she's in a certain lighting, her eyes are a different color, like has some yellow
Rachel
in it.
or
Rachel,
Yeah,
sorry, it's
I was
Rachel.
like, is another character?
No, Rachel.
I knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
The color of her eyes are like more like yellowish,
Yeah.
and we know that she's a replicant. And then there's like certain scenes where he's in a certain type of lighting where his eyes are kind of yellow, and so it's like, kind of interesting, like why they put it that way, and then yeah, the ending is like just kind of, it never goes back to that other than he saves her and that's it.
They smash.
They smash.
Smash.
He loves her.
For some reason, I thought they were robots, and I was like, ooh, I don't know how that would work.
They're replicants, so
Yeah. They're
robot humans. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're
They can. They. I think I read
genetically
that
modified.
They can procreate.
Yeah.
Procreate.
I'm assuming. We don't know for sure, right?
No, they can.
Oh, they can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cross. So are they
certain
the same?
certain versions can.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it the same species, like replicants, humans, or are they considered different species?
I think they're technically considered
Same?
similar,
Similar?
but you know, like how like other animals have different like subspecies that aren't exactly the same.
Something like brown bear.
Yeah.
Black
Like
bear.
lions and tigers could reproduce,
Yeah, ligers.
but then that offspring themselves cannot.
They cannot. Yeah.
I think it's very similar.
Yeah. Oh, so okay, but can replicants reproduce and be functional reproductively? I don't know. This is a book
believe
talk
so.
or something.
I believe so. Like
Yeah.
I already kind of read up on certain things. Like different versions could recreate like
Yeah.
offspring, and then in the next movie they had a kid, so he has a daughter, I think. So
Mhm.
in the next movie,
Half replicant
yeah,
or full replicant. Who knows?
knows?
depending, yeah.
Who knows?
And then on some shots of the next movie, like he has like lines on his face, so I'm like, is he actually a replicant? Like,
Eren Yeager. No, okay.
Eren Yeager. But yeah, for me, I think I don't think I actually said my rating yet.
Oh no, you didn't.
I think I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh, I thought you were going for a 6.
I was debating on a 6.
Yeah.
The ending just doesn't do it for me. That whole last kind of scene with Deckard and Batty? Roy Batty.
Batty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like the symbolism in it. We can talk about it after your rating.
I think I agree with you, but overall, I don't think I like it.
Okay.
A lot of thinking going on here.
No talking. Go ahead, Jesse.
Out of 10 replicants, I think I would give this I like it a lot. I'm not sure because every time I watch it, I'm still confused on certain parts. I think I'm going to give it an 8. Yeah, I like it. I think there's stuff that I'm really missing for some reason. And I've watched this movie twice and I felt confused both times.
I feel like maybe you're just overthinking things.
Or I'm just dumb, either one.
Maybe both.
Yeah, both, yeah.
You're a dumb overthinker. That's not a good combo. I don't think this movie. I don't think watching this movie again is gonna lead to more answers. I think it's very simple in terms of actual plot. It's just like what you pick up from like the symbolism and everything else within it. So.
That's the main reason I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
Is try to make connections that aren't being said.
So if you didn't get the first time, you're just stupid.
If you didn't get a second time,
You're
really
you're
stupid.
Really stupid.
It's just dumb.
You're just dumb.
You're just dumb.
So what did you rate it?
8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me go ahead and get into the characters because I feel like we're talking a lot about the actual movie.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford plays Deckard. Mary Sean Young plays Rachel. William Sanderson plays Sebastian. Joe Turkel plays Tyrell. Rutger Hauer plays Roy Batty. Daryl Hannah plays Pris. Brian James plays Leon. And Joanna Cassidy plays Zora. That was the snake lady. The first replicant he kills.
What about what's his name? The guy with the tubes on his back.
He's not that important.
But he's a pretty big actor.
I know, but he's not that important.
I love him.
Nah, that's great.
He's a great duck in Kung Fu Panda.
That's where you were going with it.
Guaylo, no,
exactly.
When she picks him up by the nose, she should have been Guaylo.
Chinese in this movie just makes me laugh.
Okay, we can talk about it now.
I like how Chinese is just the future language of the language of the future.
I think they use 3 different languages in this movie.
Yeah. They do, but it's just how Chinese is often there, or Japanese.
Superior race, Chinese race.
It's just how popular Chinese becomes.
Why'd you laugh?
I'll tell you later.
According to his hub searches, just kidding. I never rated the milk. I just thought of that.
Okay, I'm the only one that did.
What do you mean? Did I drink the milk?
Rated the milk.
Oh, rate the milk? No,
Yeah.
I rated it in 1.
Well, the milk is the one by itself?
It turns sour.
No, oh, but there's milk in general.
Milk in general, it's like 5.
5? Oh,
I like 5. I like milk.
okay.
I like 5.
I like 5.
5 gum milk.
5% milk.
I like 5.
You like 5? Sorry,
That's
that's
not
just
milk.
How what?
I can't believe it's not milk.
Skim milk.
Go ahead. Let's talk about the movie.
It's a 2,
Oh.
no kidding.
2%.
Yeah.
It's 2%, but not 2.
Good joke.
Okay,
Good
okay.
callback.
All right.
All right, the movie. Okay, what do you like about the movie, Jesse?
I like the tone of the movie. It's very dark and it tries to be mysterious. I think me just not understanding what's going on sometimes, it seems more mysterious than what it is. Then me and Albert were talking like the visual effects at the time.
Yep.
It still holds up, especially the buildings.
Yep.
Really awesome. I think probably done with miniatures
Yep.
and
Partial
like,
sets.
partial sets, lighting, like just good lighting.
Yep.
And then the vehicles in the sky work for the most part, but I think they look a little bit goofy sometimes.
Yeah, it's forcing the angle really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they work. The technology is awesome. The flying cars are cool. Just the whole aesthetic of the cities and like you can tell it's in the future, but you can't tell if everyone's poor or if everyone's like better off or like it's very interesting. You can't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just have like their own entire abandoned buildings that they live in. Like you're just like, wait, what happened? What's going on? But you don't need all those holes to be filled to enjoy what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just adds to more of the feel of the city that makes it interesting to watch.
Yeah. Harrison Ford does a good job here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a movie where he does a really bad job other than the newer Star Wars movies, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's fact.
Okay.
But yeah,
The
I
newer
think,
Star Wars movie, meaning the one.
Oh, the one, I guess, yes.
I thought he was pretty good in that.
oh.
I just think the movie sucked in general.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's the main thing I think about, but...
Yeah.
The only thing the last movie I don't think I liked him in was that Indiana Jones movie.
I haven't
with,
watched it. Yeah.
The newest one?
Yeah, the newest one with that guy.
No.
After-
That's you're talking about
With Shia LaBeouf or the newer one?
Shia LaBeouf one.
that's not the
Di-
newest one.
Crystal Skull or
Oh.
Dial of Destiny?
Dial of
The
Destiny's the
Shia
newest one.
LaBeouf one.
Crystal Skull.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not new.
Okay.
I don't know.
I haven't seen Dial of Destiny, so...
I haven't either. Even worse, is what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was out.
It's been out.
Didn't
We
even
skipped
know.
over it.
Yeah. Dial of Dumb, more like it. Okay.
Trash.
Trade.
The only thing I would want to watch that movie is just how they de-ageify him. That's it.
Watch it on YouTube.
Maybe. Yeah.
Watch the trailers.
Okay, back to this movie.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
to this movie.
So at the beginning of the movie, he's not a Blade Runner. He's like retired.
He's retired.
He's retired, right?
Yeah, that's the main thing. I don't think I need it, but I want a couple more lines of him.
Why he retired?
Either I don't care that much about why he retired, but more motivation for him to come back, other than just being forced to do it.
He's
You're
a
the best.
replicant. He was implanted. He never actually retired.
Maybe a reason why he could suspect himself earlier on or something.
You're the best Mach 3 pilot I have. Every other one is dead.
What's that from?
Greatest movie of all time.
What else?
Atlantic Rim.
In the beginning, he comes back.
Yeah, he comes back.
He watches, or that there's that other scene of, I guess, another Blade Runner or
Yeah.
somebody interviewing Leon.
Yeah, Leon. And then, like you're not exactly sure what's happening. I mean, you get the whole text like in the 19th or 21st century.
I didn't even read it.
You didn't read it? Yeah. Oh, I read it.
Yeah,
It's explaining like
it's explaining replicants.
yeah, replicants. The corporation invented this. They're identical to humans. They're superior when it comes to strength, agility. The speed is, they're about as smart.
Yeah,
Um,
they're created, and main thing is that they were created for slave labor.
for slave labor.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about sipping really loud
Yeah.
It's really loud.
like while you were talking. But go ahead.
You should have done it.
Created for slave labor.
Yep.
And then they're coming, and then some escapees are coming back to Earth, and that's not
Yeah,
allowed.
it's illegal. It's illegal to be a replicant.
Right, because at some point there was a rebellion,
Yeah.
and then replicants were outlawed.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the whole text.
They're
right there.
outlawed because of the rebellion.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Just so everyone
it's not
gets that
called.
clarified.
What's it called? It's not. The last line is not execution, or it's called retirement. Yeah,
Yep.
retired. Yeah. Interesting. So he comes back. He watches the scene, and then his, I don't know, his captain or whatever is like,
Mm-hmm.
"We need you back. You're the best." I'm thinking of Black Dynamite. I was the best CIA agent the CIA ever had.
Are you gonna make it anywhere
No.
like, without quoting some other movie? First, you were thinking about Pacific Rim. 2 lines later, that says the same thing. You're thinking about another movie.
Sorry. That's such a
That's
good
how you
movie.
get Jesse. Is just say, "You're the best I ever had, Captain."
And then
Wait until he hears your JoJo reference
what?
about Moneyball.
Moneyball?
Yeah, when you're listening to the in between when you guys go get the milk,
Yeah.
I was able to connect Moneyball and JoJo.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right.
It's really good.
I'll listen to it. And so he gets back in and he goes and he sees do they mention someone in the interview that he has to go see? Or is that later? That might be later. But they mentioned like an address, so I think he goes to the address and he goes to go see the head of the corporation, Tyrell, and he's supposed to do a test. Tyrell's testing him to see if he can determine a negative. What's the whole
it's
test?
the test of finding a replicant.
Yeah.
And then Tyrell wants to see the test so
Yeah.
he can determine a negative.
Yeah, to determine a negative. So he's basically posing Rachel as a human, right?
Yep.
And he wants to see if he can trick him into thinking he is a human, or if he knows she's a replicant.
He wants to mainly protect Rachel, I feel.
Okay.
Not to, and he doesn't want to actually reveal Rachel,
Yeah.
but I think I'm trying to figure out the psychology.
Yeah.
I thought about it in my head earlier and it made sense to me, but trying to put it out into words is a little
It's harder. It's harder. Yeah. But yeah, there's some tests going on
Right.
to see if he's good enough to, if he's ever failed at the like identifying a replicant.
Right. But also, oh yeah, I remember this part. Rachel is a kind of a higher tier replicant with better emotional processing.
Yeah.
So that's how she can, I think, nearly pass.
Yeah.
But
This is another thing I hate about the movie is
Yeah.
because her compared to the other 4, I was like, she does not seem like a higher tier. She seems like a lower tier.
Because she doesn't act more human. She acts more robot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, so Nexus 6 is the 4 that we see, or 5 or 6 that we see?
Nexus 6. They're all Nexus 6.
Even
I'm assuming.
Rachel.
I'm assuming.
I'm not sure about Rachel, but the other 4 are.
But she's maybe something better.
Oh yeah, because they have those bios and they label them right there, Nexus 6.
Okay. Okay. So maybe she's a Nexus 6.1. I don't know.
I know, like, the thing with the Nexus 6 is they have, like, a small time span.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's a Nexus 6. I think she has to be
Something else.
Something else.
Maybe
She has
7.
a longer life
Yeah.
or something. Okay. Okay. And then after that, where does he go again? I'm trying to remember.
After
this
that
movie.
test,
Yeah.
they talk about how successful he is, and he went through 100 questions, and Deckard, I think he confirms that she's a replicant.
Yeah.
She just
Yeah.
doesn't know.
She doesn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
I don't think the replicants themselves know most of the time,
Yeah.
but I think obviously Roy and his gang know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get sentient enough to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then this
They go-
movie's kind of confusing to me, but
They go to, like, he
What was
goes
his
somewhere
name?
else, right?
yeah.
To the next trail,
Yeah.
and it's the spot
Where they find the snake skin.
the scale.
Oh, the scale. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he goes to the person who sold the snake scale, and then eventually he gets to the first replicant, the lady, right?
Right, the club.
The club. Okay. I watched another movie. I watched 2 movies today. I should have watched these 2 movies, not the other movie. And there was a nightclub in this. I'm mixing them up a little bit.
movie are you watching instead of the 2 movies you're supposed to watch?
I hate you so much.
What?
I'm sorry.
What movie did you watch?
So
If
Nicole.
you say Pacific Rim, I'm gonna be mad.
No, it was a new movie. Nicole was asking me, she was, oh, like, I've never seen any movies with Brendan Fraser. And I said, you haven't seen Bedazzled? And I was like, I haven't seen it either. Let's watch it. So we watched Bedazzled.
Could have told her to watch a movie you had to watch first.
I know. She was like, what movies do you have to watch? I'm like, let's watch this one.
That's an easy way for you to just watch a movie with her.
Yeah,
And
she would have
she
fallen
didn't even
asleep.
pressure you.
Yeah.
You just agreed to it. You didn't even agree to it. You chose the
Yeah.
movie.
When I start a movie, and I have the time, I don't want to stop. And
should have just watched one of the 2 movies you were supposed to watch yesterday.
hey, I'm a Nexus 2 still. Okay, I haven't. My higher brain
Your
function
Nexus
is.
0.5, okay?
I was the first version of it.
Experimental model.
Yeah.
Not even fully released.
Yeah, not even fully released. All right. So
Was it a good movie though?
I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot.
Did she like it?
I think so. It was a 90s comedy. Brendan
Yeah.
Fraser. It was fun. I liked So I Married an Axe Murderer, so.
Anyway,
I mean,
back to Blade
that is
Runner.
definitely not to everyone's taste.
No, definitely not.
Bedazzled is a 2000 movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's 2000.
You said 90s.
I thought it was 90s something.
End of 90s. Close
Yeah,
enough,
it
John.
feels 90s to me.
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't have watched that movie.
You're absolutely correct.
Okay, back to this movie.
Yeah, he tracks down Snake Lady Zora
Yeah.
and poses as a, I guess, advocate for a certain cause.
Oh yeah, yeah. His voice in that when he does it is good.
It was
It's
really
good.
surprising how fast he switched to a different character.
Yeah.
It threw me off. Like,
Yeah,
his voice just changed, and then he goes back to his normal voice,
Yeah.
and then he switches back, and I'm just like, why?
what just happened? Yeah,
He was distracted, man. He was distracted.
I was wondering about the camera angle. Is he? Oh,
You
she's
know,
actually
he
naked
will
this whole
always
time.
be like such a charming guy. Like
Yeah.
watching his older movies, younger him.
Yeah.
Like he's so charismatic, especially
Yeah.
when he smirks, and
Yeah.
like I'd marry him.
You'd marry him.
I'd marry him.
Like I can definitely see like in these movies for sure
Why he was-
everyone
yeah.
is in
Yeah.
awe of him.
Yeah.
Like yeah, same with George Clooney, but yeah.
And I think
I'll
he's a
save it for
pretty.
later.
I think he's a pretty good actor too. But like, yeah, it's just his like facially.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10.
Good for you.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would marry.
Doesn't who is it? It's Henry Cavill and I almost called him Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen.
And
Robert
Pattinson have like scientifically the most beautiful male facial structure or something like that. Yeah.
Well, they never met Harrison Ford. I would choose Harrison Ford over
Really?
over
Henry Cavill?
Can I finish my sentence?
I'm trying to finish it for you.
I'm not saying Henry Cavill. I'm saying Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Henry Cavill, especially when you're playing The Witcher, very nice.
Very, yeah. Yeah. I still need to watch that series.
At least the first season is good.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's gonna be sad when it's changed to Thor Jr.
Who's Thor Jr.? What?
Luke Hemsworth, or not Luke?
One of the Hemsworths.
One of the It's not Chris. It's the youngest, the next one, whatever.
The other brother.
The other Hemsworth. He's gonna be the Witcher after Henry Cavill stops.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out.
He's already out?
Yeah,
So season 4 is going to be Hemsworth.
Hemsworth. I need to know now.
Plus, the direction is changing too because
Liam.
Hemsworth.
That's his name.
Liam Neeson. He's also a good-looking guy too. He's younger.
Yeah. But anyway, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Why are you distracting us, John? What are you doing, man?
You did it.
You first.
I was talking about actor in this movie. In this movie.
But yeah, Zora takes
go.
a shower, dries her hair, and then
10 out of 10.
Really, I think really early on, she already knew this guy was suspicious.
Yeah.
Like why he wants to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the conversation that he's having with her, he goes, "Do you ever feel like you're exploited, like in any way?" And then
Any holes?
she goes, "There's not much. There's not much I wouldn't believe man would do to exploit." I was like,
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. She's not wrong. Guys be guys, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Whether
in the past or the future. So.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It can be 1,000 years in the past or 1,000,000 years in the future.
Well, in this movie, I think it's like between 2017 2019. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm just speaking theoretically.
Right.
Until we get Neuralink, and then our minds will be, and then we can't be like that anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be 1984 and
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah,
pre-crime.
pre-crime. Just the way your mud likes it.
Focus.
Whenever I get too excited, a little pre-crime.
Okay, well,
Continue
Jack's
on.
and Plugs.
We're canceled.
We're canceled. Thanks for coming along with us on this journey. I'm sorry it had to end so soon.
Goodbye.
We just
Only
started
4
YouTube.
years, like the
It's been a lot of
Replicants.
fun.
4
We
years.
just barely started YouTube this year.
Last year.
Last year. Last year.
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a
We
while.
did
this year.
Godzilla. That was last year.
I know
by
that
the
was
way.
last year. We were dressed up as Kotsky.
Wait, what?
Remember when we did the Halloween special?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
I was dressed up as an Akatsuki member.
Yeah. What was I?
A bitch.
I mean, at Halloween.
Got him.
You were Albert Einstein.
Yep.
Was I Spider-Man or was it something else?
I think you're something else.
Doesn't matter. We'll go back. You can watch it. Let me know what it was in the comments below.
Okay, so anyway, what I didn't like about this movie is just how they choose to put Deckard into these like situations where you make it like you could see where he could possibly be a replicant,
Yeah.
but then they just never really follow through with it. It's just like they wanted to leave it open-ended, which I think is a good decision if they
Yeah.
did it right.
Makes
you
it
know?
more
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no reason other than like noticing similarities between like I said, his eyes in certain scenes or his reactions occasionally, not very often. But there's no other reason to really believe he's a replicant. There's no like callbacks to past memories.
There's no internal struggle.
Mm.
I think if they want to show that he is a replicant, there needs to be internal struggle to make it
Isn't there a
interesting.
struggle though? Like he's
The only struggle is if he likes Rachel or
Rachel.
not.
I agree.
If he figures out he's a replicant, there needs to be struggle there
Yeah.
to make it. I feel like a full story.
Like if he's willing to go through with I forgot the main bad guy, the
killing other replicants.
killing other
overall.
replicants. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice to see.
I feel that's a more full story than giving us the clues to. I feel 85% sure that he's a replicant, and then not going through with character development on that.
Yeah.
When the audience knows more than the main character at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it could ended a lot differently, and they could have give different, maybe in other cuts it's less clear or more clear.
In other cuts, it's very happy ending.
Oh,
From what I read in the theatrical, they drive off into the literal sunset.
huh? Okay. No, I need to watch them.
Yeah.
I like watching different versions of movies. It's always good. And so he kills Snake Lady, and then at this point in time, I forgot the main bad guy's name. What's his name?
Roy Batty.
Batty.
The main replicant.
Yeah, the main replicant. They go and they visit the I forget what his role was. The eye guy
They
They've
visited
done that
him before he
before.
kills the Snake Lady.
for the Snake Lady, and then he mentions J.F.
Sebastian.
Yep.
And then
Chris finds Sebastian
yeah,
and befriends him.
yeah,
And then this is when they kill the Snake Lady, and Leon just happens to be there, and he kind of waits for Decker to be on his own,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then he tries to kill him, and then Rebecca, who we just found
Rachel.
out, God damn it, Rachel, who we just found out has left the services of Tyrell,
Yeah.
saves him.
Yeah.
Because she knew where he was going to be.
Yep.
And then they go back to Sebastian for a little bit, I think.
Yeah, more character or relationship building between Sebastian and the two other replicants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does Sebastian do? He works for Tyrell as well. He makes toys or
He designed the he's a genetic designer or something like that.
for
Yeah.
Nexus 6.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of me in you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just helped build the replicants.
Okay.
And then they go to him assuming that Sebastian can help them not die. But then
Yeah.
Sebastian reveals that he can't really do that.
Yeah.
Only Tyrell can.
Yeah.
Or
Mm.
assumes that Tyrell can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's the brains behind the entire thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they convince him to then they go back to Deckard and
Yeah.
Rachel
Rachel.
and Keith.
Yeah.
And then
But yeah, I guess I feel like a really
they have
maybe
sex.
not important part, but touching part is that he shares with her that they also have the shakes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not more human connection, but a connection between the two of them.
Yeah. And that particular scene, is that kind of hinting like
He could
he
be
could be a replicant?
There's like some of the lighting that he stands in, and like the choice of them showing like the color of his eyes to me.
I was looking for that because I thought he was a replicant the first time watching it. I
Mhm.
didn't really see that. I don't know why.
He's like so he's standing like right behind her. They're both standing, and he's like standing like right behind her, and then they show her eyes, and they're kind of like yellowish, and then if you
Yeah.
look back at him, his are very like shaded that way too.
Interesting. I was looking for that. They don't really mention that, but you pick it up pretty early on
Yeah.
in the film. And I guess where they solidify what that means is earlier they mentioned the owl is artificial, and then the owl's eyes already kind of do that in nature, but it has the same color glow as the replicant eyes. So towards the end of the movie, if you didn't know what that meant, you can figure it out. But I was looking for it in all the in every eyes I was looking into, I was looking for that glow or it not to be there. Like that would be interesting to maybe he does have like a weird glow, but what does that mean? Maybe it's the lighting or maybe it's something else or
I think pretty early on they just kind of established with her being a replicant that the way her eyes are different than what a normal humans would look.
yeah.
That's kind of why I was like, when I saw his in
Yeah.
certain lighting, that's kind of why I just thought that. But then it could also just be people wanting him to be.
Yeah.
They're forcing that idea.
Yeah. And something similar to this happens in The Thing, where there's lighting in the eyes or
like a
shining
more
or,
glass-like look,
Yeah.
more fake look.
Yeah, so is that done by Ridley Scott as well?
The Thing? I think
The
so.
Thing? Yeah. Okay. His thing with eyeballs, apparently.
I mean, it's all about humanity and
Yeah.
how the eye window to the soul.
Yeah, when
it's-
it's soul. Yeah, the main guy is carrying a dove as he
Yeah.
dies, and then symbolizing that maybe he
John
has a soul.
Carpenter, never
I don't know. John
yeah,
Carpenter.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I don't think it's Scott.
Yeah.
Really, Scott is Alien, right?
Alien.
Yeah. And The Martian,
The Martian. The Martian with
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
Pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Bam. That's a good movie too.
That's fun.
My dad likes that movie. Back to this movie. So you were saying this movie had potential, and you gave it a 5. That's pretty low. 5. Number 5, my lord. What would you have changed based on the potential?
I would just brought more to the mystery of whether he was actual replicant and how that affects his decision at the end to save her instead of
It being mostly on him owing her.
yeah.
So it's not a real struggle right there because it's a life debt. It'd be interesting to see him actually struggle in between. What side is he on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
And then for him being the best is also why is he the best?
I was about to say,
Is he the best because he's a replicant, and is
Yeah.
that why, or who knows? But they never really call back to anything like that. They talk a lot about memories, with her. It would have been nice to see some with him to also add to that fact, and then his decision to not to run from Roy Batty and not kill him was. I mean, obviously he lost the gun, but then he just kind of hears him out and doesn't really kill him at the end either.
I feel like now that you say that, he's probably the best because he is a replicant, because he has less remorse of killing replicants.
But he does. They do show that he has a lot of remorse.
But
He doesn't. He doesn't want to do it.
but not enough to not actually do it. He still does it. But maybe he's just a human that's not programmed enough to actually kill replicants. I don't know now.
Yeah.
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 Because that's why they call it retired instead of killing. Because if you kill something, there's, possible immorality. If you retire something, you're retiring technology, and that's different.
Yeah. He can't be a replicant because when he was retired, he wasn't dead. Not kidding.
But then, the thing is that they show throughout the movie that they're only retiring the ones that have
Come back.
come back
To Earth,
and
yeah.
once Rachel leaves the services of Tyrell, then she's on the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who's to say that there's not more replicants out there that are on the that are on Earth that they just
never spotted.
Yeah, or not even spotted, or they just
Don't know.
choose not to retire because
hunt
they're
down.
still playing their part.
Yeah. But
With how shady governments are, like you can
Or
only,
rich people.
Yeah.
or rich people in general, like
Yeah.
you can't just assume that everyone on Earth is actually human.
Yeah. Reptilians. No, I'm kidding.
They could have made up this story about a rebellion to
Yeah.
just
shut-
for these.
shut 'em down.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's happened before.
I just think there's a lot of potential that they just didn't really explore, and then they kind of rushed the ending, which kind of sucks too.
Right. I mean, yeah, the very end where, maybe not the very end, but preceding the end, Roy Batty stabs his hand with the nail. I think really similar to crucifixion symbolism.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he's giving himself a Jesus-like, Christ-like, God-like, symbolic thing for himself,
will
to
rise
himself.
again.
Like, yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting to me.
And then
I don't
letting,
know what to think about it yet.
and then that's another that
And he
adds
saves.
on. He saves him. Yeah, that adds on. He's saving his own kind. So Deckard is a replicant.
That's
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
that's why like that. Yeah, that's what I feel.
Mm. So can replicants tell replicants from humans?
I feel maybe something subconscious is there,
Mm.
but they don't talk about it.
Yeah. We gotta find the director's
movie.
commentary.
Oh.
No.
I got to rewatch 2049 or something, because I feel that either retcons stuff or adds stuff depending on how you feel about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? I feel like
I don't know about an 8 anymore, but I just love how this movie looks and feels.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I just don't know how to feel about the plot yet
Yeah.
and how it's delivered.
Makes me want to listen to the book.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna read it. I'll listen to it though.
Yeah. I think the analogies make sense, and how this author or the movie's written to talk about the progression of humans and technology, but I just don't know about the editing and storytelling here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't have anything else to say.
I don't either.
Jugs and plugs.
Yeah.
This has been Legendary Sip Podcast.
Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, where you get your podcasts. Like, share. What do you guys think about Blade Runner? Is he a replicant or not?
I know Leon's a replicant.
Well, yes. Okay, thanks for telling us the plot.
A really 0.5 observation there, Jesse. This has been the Legendary Sip Podcast. And join us next time for...
Oh, no.
We haven't decided yet.
We haven't
Yeah.
decided yet.
We'll let you guys know next week when we record.
When
Or
we
2
actually-
weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
You just find out.
Next week for you guys, but 2 weeks for us.
John's going to do voiceover for this.
Bye.
Bye. I was the best replicant replicants ever had. No, I'm kidding. Bring Michael J. White in as a